Welcome to the People Station, 93.7 WBLK, behind the scenes with author, activist, journalist, investigative reporter, Jeff Johnson. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell us why you're here in Buffalo and the Moving Forward Summit with Canisius College.
Yes.
So what is it that you're hoping to, what kind of seeds are you planning to plant tomorrow?
Well, I mean, you've got a large number of students that are going to be there. I think all of whom are trying to navigate this whole space. How do I become successful? What do I do? How do I get there?
Right.
And so part of what I'll be talking about, not just from an African American perspective, but from a human perspective, is one, excellence, and how do we begin to really lift excellence up as the standard versus as the anomaly. I mean, so often our kids are coming from a place where they just want to survive. So I'm just making it, I'm just surviving. And if that's the goal, just survival, then mediocrity is acceptable.
Right.
But if I want to build something, if I want to grow something, if I want to create something, then excellence has to be the standard. And that's probably where I'll be tomorrow.
Why do you think that is? Why is like being excellent and not all of a sudden you're a nerd? If you want to get all straight A's, that's not cool, or it wasn't when I was growing up. Is that starting to change, and how can we try to shift that around?
I mean, I think we create value propositions, and so the twisted thing is that there's not an anti-work ethic kind of psychosis that's going on. Because if I'm a young person that wants to be a ball player, or if I'm a young person that wants to be in the music industry or an entertainer, nobody's confused that takes work.
Right.
And so the one great thing about hip-hop is I think what's great about hip-hop is nobody makes it without grinding. Nobody makes it without the hustle. Nobody makes it without working. And so we're not talking about a confusion about I need to work. It's about what is the level of work? What is the level of contribution? And so when so many people seem to, because what's crazy is even the people who work 10, 15 years behind the scenes before they hit big, young people in particular think they made it big overnight because they never heard them before.
Exactly.
And then you got these artists that won't talk about how long they were grinding to be able to get there because they don't want anybody to know how old they actually are. And then you find yourself in a space where you got people who are fans that say, damn, I ain't never heard of them until a year ago. They just must be new on the block. When no, they 30, 40 years old,
right,
been in the game, or they started when they were 13, 14
right,
in the game, and now they're just making it. Those kind of stories have been missing from what these young people value.
right.
And as a result of that, they think that it's overnight success. All I got to do is make a YouTube video,
right,
and then I'm going to hit it big.
And people don't realize, excuse me, Gangnam Style was a huge success, but they don't realize this is not his first song.
Right.
He has, several albums already. He's been out, he's been grinding.
And that's for everybody. I mean, so from Jazzy to Kanye to Outkast to 2 Chainz, none of these people said, you know what, just give me a mic, let me rhyme real quick. And then all of a sudden,
except Trinidad James. Now that story, I still can't wrap my head around. He said he was rapping for 10 months. And now he's got a $2.5 million deal.
Yeah, and in 2.5 seconds, nobody's going to know who he is.
Well, there it is.
What's up, this is your man, Jeff Johnson. You listening to my girl, Jazzy T, in the afternoon. If you not listening to her, you ain't listening to nobody. It's WBLK 93.7.